Picture this. You're boarding a luxury cruise ship, excited for your long-awaited vacation. You've saved for months, planned every detail, and you're ready to relax. But as you settle into your cabin, the couple next door, both over 55, are popping champagne they didn't pay for, heading to shore excursions with credits they never bought, and connecting to Wi-Fi that cost them absolutely nothing. In 2025, 22% more seniors claimed free perks, yet 70% missed over $1,000 worth because they didn't know to ask. The cruise lines aren't exactly advertising these senior benefits. They bury them in loyalty programs, hide them behind AARP partnerships, and assume you won't do the research. But here's what's really mind-blowing. There's one perk at number 1 that's so valuable, it could literally pay for your entire next cruise if you know how to leverage it correctly. We're counting down 8 completely free perks available to seniors in 2025. Not discounts, not deals, actually free. And by the end, you'll know exactly how to claim every single one before your next sailing. Let's dive in. Number 8, free Wi-Fi that keeps you connected. Let's start with something that sounds small but adds up fast. Internet access at sea. Most cruise lines charge anywhere from $15 to $30 per day for Wi-Fi. Over a 7-day cruise, that's over $200 just to check email or video call your grandkids. It feels like highway robbery, except you're on the ocean. But here's what Norwegian Cruise Line isn't shouting from the rooftops. AARP members who book 9 months or more in advance get free Wi-Fi included automatically. Not a trial, not limited minutes, actual connectivity for your entire voyage. Explorer Journeys takes it even further on their 2025 luxury sailings, offering free basic Wi-Fi to all passengers, with seniors getting priority bandwidth during peak hours. The catch? You have to mention your AARP membership at booking. The system doesn't automatically flag it, and if you wait until you're on board to ask, the perk vanishes like morning fog over the ocean. Connectivity perks jumped 35% in 2025 as cruise lines finally recognized that seniors want to share their adventures in real time. 45% now use that free Wi-Fi for virtual family check-ins, staying connected without the guilt of roaming charges. But Wi-Fi is just the beginning, because number 7 unlocks entire destinations without touching your wallet. Number 7, shore excursion discounts. That add up. Shore excursions are where cruise budgets go to die. A guided tour in Rome, $120. Snorkeling in Cozumel, $85. By the time you've hit 3 ports, you've spent more on excursions than you did on the cruise itself. AMAC members, that's the Association of Mature American Citizens for anyone 50 and older, get an automatic 5% discount on all guided shore excursions when booking through partner lines like Carnival and Royal Caribbean in 2025. 5% might not sound revolutionary until you do the math. On $1,000 worth of excursions across a 2-week cruise, that's $50 back in your pocket. Enough for a nice dinner or that souvenir you've been eyeing. AARP sweetens the deal even more with Princess Cruises and Holland America, offering $50 to $100 port credits that work exactly like cash for any shore activity. Book a cooking class in Tuscany. Take a helicopter tour over glaciers in Alaska. The credit covers it. The trend shows that 60% of seniors now book excursions through mobile apps for seamless access and automatic discount application. No coupon codes, no arguing at the counter, just instant savings. And enrichment excursions, think historical lectures and cultural deep dives instead of ziplining and jet skis, are up 25% among senior bookings. Cruise lines are responding by creating more mature-focused experiences that don't require athletic ability, but deliver incredible depth. Smart booking saves money on shore. But number 6, make sure you never pay for something that should be complimentary in the first place. Number 6, prepaid gratuities completely waived. Let's talk about one of the most frustrating cruise charges, automatic gratuities. Cruise lines typically charge around $16 per person per day for crew tips. On a 7-day cruise for 2 people, that's $224 added to your bill before you've even unpacked. It's not optional, it's automatic, and it stings. MSC Cruises offers something remarkable through their senior club for passengers 65 and older. They waive prepaid gratuities entirely on select 2025 Europe and Caribbean routes. Not reduced, waived. That's real money staying in your account. The math gets even better when you consider that 40% of senior promotional offers now include gratuity waivers as standard. The cruise lines finally recognize that fixed-income travelers appreciate transparency more than hidden fees. There's also an emerging eco-trend here. Some lines are moving away from cash-based tipping systems entirely, instead building crew compensation into base fares and giving passengers the option to provide additional recognition through other means. It's up 10% year over year and growing. The key is asking specifically about gratuity policies when booking. Some lines waive them automatically for seniors in certain cabin categories. Others require you to join their senior club first. But once you're in the system, those savings apply to every future cruise automatically. Saving on tips is smart, but number 5 takes you from regular cabin to luxury accommodation without spending an extra cent. Number 5. Cabin upgrades and priority boarding. Imagine booking an interior cabin to save money, then arriving at the port to discover you've been upgraded to a balcony. Same price. Better view. That's not luck. That's knowing how the system works. Royal Caribbean offers select cabin upgrades to passengers 55 and older on 2025 sailings, especially if you're part of their Crown and Anchor Society loyalty program. The sweet spot is booking during wave season, January through March, when ships have inventory to move and seniors get first consideration for complimentary upgrades. Carnival takes it even further through their VIFP program, the very important Fun Person program. If you've cruised with them before, the system automatically flags you for potential upgrades, with seniors getting priority over younger passengers. It's their way of rewarding loyalty while filling premium cabins that might otherwise sail empty. But the real game changer is priority boarding and disembarkation. You skip the massive embarkation day lines. You walk onto the ship while everyone else is still standing in the sun. And when it's time to leave, you're among the first off, beating the airport rush. Solo senior travelers are seeing even bigger wins. The dreaded single supplement, that fee that can double your cruise cost if you're traveling alone, is being waived up to 50% more frequently in 2025. 22% more solo seniors are cruising now compared to last year, because the financial penalty finally started disappearing. New ships launching in 2025, like Celebrity's XL in November, are building accessibility upgrades into 80% of their cabins. Free ramps, wider doorways, roll-in showers. These aren't special requests anymore. They're standard design, making cruise travel genuinely accessible for the first time. Upgrades improve your voyage. But number 4 literally puts money in your hands to spend however you choose. Number 4. Onboard credit that spends like cash. Onboard credit is cruise currency. $50 to $400 per stateroom that you can spend on anything. Spa treatments, specialty restaurants, that premium coffee bar, even casino chips if that's your thing. Princess Cruises automatically gives AARP members $100 or more in onboard credit on any 2025 sailing if you're 55 or older. You don't negotiate for it, you don't earn it, you just get it for existing and booking through the right channels. Holland America goes even bigger on their fall 2025 sailings, offering $325 in onboard credit for senior bookings. That's enough to cover multiple shore excursions or an entire beverage package for the week. Here's the trend that matters. 70% of seniors now redeem onboard credit specifically for shore excursions, according to the Cruise Lines International Association. They're using it strategically to extend their travel experiences beyond the ship, without dipping into personal funds. Wellness spending is up 30% too. Seniors are booking yoga classes, meditation sessions, and spa treatments using their credits. The cruise lines are responding by expanding wellness programming specifically designed for mature travelers who want relaxation and rejuvenation, not rock climbing walls and surf simulators. The trick is knowing that onboard credit expires at the end of your cruise. It doesn't roll over. So plan your spending early in the voyage. Book your spa day for mid-cruise. Reserve your specialty dining the first night. Make that money work for you before it vanishes. Free spending money is fantastic. But number 3 brings the party directly to your cabin on day 1. Number 3, welcome cocktails and amenity baskets. Embarkation day is chaos. Thousands of passengers flooding onto the ship, trying to find their cabins, figure out the layout, and start relaxing. Most people grab whatever food they can find at the buffet and collapse in their rooms. But Celebrity Cruises does something special for passengers 65 and older who book ocean view or balcony staterooms directly through the cruise line for 2025 sailings. You walk into your cabin and find a complimentary welcome cocktail waiting, along with an amenity basket filled with fresh fruit, premium chocolates, and sometimes even local specialties from your departure port. It's not about the $10 value of the drink or the snacks. It's about feeling recognized. It's about the cruise line saying, "We see you, we value your business, and we want your voyage to start perfectly." Social mixers for solo travelers are up 18%, tied directly to this 25% rise in enrichment events like wine tastings and cooking demonstrations. The cruise lines are creating community spaces where mature travelers can connect over shared interests instead of forced activities or loud pool parties. These welcome perks tie into a larger hospitality shift. Cruise lines are realizing that seniors want to feel special without being singled out or patronized. Subtle recognition, thoughtful touches, and quality over quantity. But even welcome drinks pale in comparison to number 2, which covers one of the biggest expenses before you even leave home. Number 2, completely free airfare to the port. Let's talk about the expense that often costs more than the cruise itself: getting to the departure port. Round-trip flights from the Midwest to Miami or from the East Coast to Barcelona can easily run $800 to $1,500 per person. For a couple, that's $3,000 before you've even boarded the ship. It turns an affordable cruise into a budget buster. Viking Ocean and Viking River Cruises offer something extraordinary through their spring sale running through April 30th, 2025. Completely free round-trip economy airfare from any U.S. or Canadian departure city to the cruise port for passengers 55 and older. Not a credit, not a discount. Free flights, with savings reaching $5,500 per couple on longer voyages. The only cost you cover is taxes and fees, typically $100 to $200 total. That's it. Repositioning cruises, those transatlantic or trans-Pacific voyages when ships move between seasonal routes, are seeing 15% more seniors taking advantage of free air offers. The cruises are longer, usually 2 weeks or more, but the included flights make the total cost comparable to a standard 7-day Caribbean cruise when you factor in airfare. New AI booking tools are matching flights 40% faster too, pairing your cruise dates with optimal flight times automatically. You're not spending hours on travel websites comparing options. The system does it for you and presents the best itinerary in seconds. The catch is booking early. These offers have limited inventory and sell out months in advance, but if you can plan your travel 6 to 9 months ahead, you're essentially getting a free vacation flight included with your cruise fare. Free flights are incredible, but number 1 delivers something even more valuable, and it's the secret that veteran senior cruisers guard religiously. Before we reveal number 1, here's what I want to know. Have you ever cruised as a senior and missed out on any of these perks? Or maybe you discovered a freebie we haven't mentioned yet? Drop a comment right now and share your experience, because the best cruise intelligence comes from travelers who've actually been there. Number 1, free premium beverage packages during meals. Here's the perk that changes everything. The one that sounds too good to be true, but is absolutely real. Oceania Cruises includes complimentary wine, beer, champagne, and soft drinks during lunch and dinner in the main dining room for passengers 55 and older on select 2025 sailings. It's automatically included when you book with their 30% senior discount. You don't pay extra, you don't upgrade, you just sit down for dinner and order whatever you want from the beverage menu. Think about the math. Premium drink packages on most cruise lines cost $50 to $70 per person per day. Over a 7-day cruise, that's $700 for 2 people. Oceania gives it to you free during your 2 main meals daily. Now here's the strategic part that veteran cruisers understand. 65% of seniors actually prioritize alcohol-free beverage options for health reasons, according to recent CLIA surveys. So this isn't about drinking heavily, it's about enjoying a glass of wine with dinner in Italy, or champagne to celebrate an anniversary, without watching your bar tab explode. The bundled perks model is up 20% across the industry. Lines are shifting from nickel and diming passengers with endless upcharges to creating all-inclusive experiences where you actually know what you're spending up front. Viking pioneered this with their inclusive value pricing, and now 30% more cruise lines are adopting similar models specifically to attract senior travelers who want predictability. The limitation is that beverages are only included during meal service in the main dining room, so you can't grab a beer at the pool bar or wine in your cabin using this perk. But for travelers who mostly drink socially during dinner anyway, it effectively eliminates bar costs entirely. This is why savvy senior cruisers book Oceania specifically. They're not just getting a cruise, they're getting a comprehensive experience where major expenses are already covered, letting them actually relax instead of constantly calculating costs. 8 completely free perks that were waiting for you all along. From Wi-Fi that keeps you connected to flights that get you there without cost, from cabin upgrades that enhance your comfort to beverage packages that let you toast every sunset guilt-free. The cruise lines aren't hiding these benefits exactly. They're just not advertising them aggressively, because every senior who claims them is a senior who isn't paying extra. But now you know better. 21 million American seniors cruised last year, and that number's climbing. The industry finally recognizes that mature travelers want value, respect, and experiences that match their stage of life. Not kiddie pools and rock walls, but enrichment, comfort, and genuine hospitality. Here's your action plan. Join AARP or AMAC before booking your next cruise. Mention your age explicitly when making reservations. Ask specifically about senior perks, loyalty programs, and bundled inclusions. Book during wave season for maximum leverage. And always read the fine print about what's actually included versus what costs extra. Type Silver Voyager in the comments if you made it this far and you're ready to cruise smarter in 2025. These 8 perks could easily save you over $1,000 per voyage. That's money for another cruise, or a longer vacation, or simply peace of mind knowing you're getting everything you deserve. And if you found this valuable, hit subscribe. We uncover the travel benefits that companies quietly offer but rarely advertise, the perks that reward preparation and knowledge over blind booking. The ocean is calling. Your senior benefits are waiting, and now you know exactly how to claim every single one. Safe travels, savvy cruiser. Until next time.